Amid the face-off over the budget, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has put out a tweet saying that Prime Minister Modi shouldn't be vindictive towards those who've defeated him. He said you'd be isolated if you govern according to your political likes and dislikes, and yesterday's budget will save your government, but it will not save the country. That is the tweet that has been put out by M.K. Stalin there. We'll get you more on that. My colleague Sam is now joining us on the broadcast here, getting us more details about that. Well, that's the tweet now, Sam, that has been put out by M.K. Stalin amid the attack by the opposition on the BJP over budget. Now, M.K. Stalin also saying that the election now is over. Now, you have to think about the country. But it's only the BJP government, the central government that the BJP is thinking about at the moment. It's an advice to Prime Minister Modi that he's put out in his tweet.
That's right. He has shared this particular information as an advice to Prime Minister Modi, saying that elections are over. The Prime Minister ought, in his view, govern the country objectively, and governing according to his likes and dislikes, M.K. Stalin says, would lead to the isolation of Prime Minister Modi. This, of course, comes in the backdrop of a growing perception by the opposition that the budget was focusing largely on the allies-ruled Andhra Pradesh and Bihar, and a majority of states largely ruled by the India alliance have been left out, both in terms of letter and in terms of spirit, in terms of fund allocations and projects for those states. And specifically in Tamil Nadu, the ruling DMK has alleged that the budget does not give any allocation to crucial projects like the second phase of the metro rail. There's no nod for the metro rail projects in cities like Coimbatore and Madurai. Also, no fund allocated for the restoration of the flood-ravaged areas in Chennai and southern districts, particularly Tuticorin. The state government had asked for a 37,000 crore package, and only so far 276 crore has been given by the centre. And this has led to a growing perception in Tamil Nadu, both among the ruling DMK and the opposition, that the state has been largely ignored by the union budget, and that's why this particular advice. Also, a day after M.K. Stalin announced that he will boycott the Niti Aayog meeting called by the Prime Minister because of this, what he calls as boycott of Tamil Nadu by the union budget. Responding to this, BJP State Chief Annamalai, in a tweet this morning, has ridiculed Chief Minister M.K. Stalin's stand, saying that even in the 10 budgets presented by the UPA government earlier, 6 of these budgets didn't have any mention about Tamil Nadu. And he has dared the Chief Minister to say whether that would mean that the state was ignored then as well. And he says the Chief Minister ought to present the state's case and get welfare schemes for Tamil Nadu by participating in the Niti Aayog, and boycotting it is in a sense cheating people of Tamil Nadu.
Well, that has been the response of the opposition so far, that it's not just the two states, that is Bihar and Andhra Pradesh, that is what the opposition is alleging, have been given priority in the budget. But what Nirmala Sitharaman, responding to the opposition's attack, also had said that not every state can be mentioned, and that is what the UPA government so far has been doing. What does the opposition have to say on that, Sam? Sam, if you're able to hear me, has there been a response so far on what the government has said responding to the opposition's attack? With Nirmala Sitharaman also, earlier we've been hearing what she had said in a statement responding to the opposition's attack, that it's not just the NDA government that seems to have or allegedly has omitted the reference to other states, but it was the previous UPA governments also that did the same, because it's not really yes, because it's not really feasible to mention every other state in the budget. Yes, Sam, go ahead.
Well, that's the explanation given by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. But the growing perception among the India alliance ruled states, particularly the ruling DMK in Tamil Nadu, is that it's a deliberate ignoring by the union finance minister in terms of not giving any allocation of funds no special projects for Tamil Nadu, nor any mention of the state's name as well. It's on these lines the ruling DMK is targeting the BJP. Not just mention of names, but there is no concrete schemes nor fulfillment of long pending demands, particularly the funds for the second phase of Metro Rail in Chennai, nor for Metro Rail projects in Madurai and Coimbatore, and the most important one in their view, the 37,000 crore restoration package for Chennai and Thoothukudi, which suffered, in a sense, twin disasters following heavy rains triggered by cyclone Migjom. It's on these grounds, they say, the budget, both in letter and spirit, has been largely ignoring opposition ruled states, and in this case, Tamil Nadu.
All right. So that is the latest now coming in. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, through this tweet, has taken a dig at the centre, with M.K. Stalin now saying that the central government is being vindictive towards those who've defeated them. He's also put out advice to Prime Minister Modi, saying that the government is going to be isolated if they do not govern according to their political likes and dislikes. Yesterday's budget will save the Modi government, but it will not save the country. All right, Narayan Tirupati of the BJP now joins us on the broadcast here. Thank you so much, Mr. Tirupati, for speaking to NDTV. Well, Mr. M.K. Stalin now has put out a tweet saying that the Modi government is being vindictive towards those who've defeated them. And that is why several states, including Tamil Nadu, have not been mentioned in the budget speech. What was due to them has not been given. How do you respond to that?
It's funny, and definitely, it's the lowest we have seen in the last several decades. Even in Tamil Nadu Assembly, when budget is there, several districts have been left out. Does that mean that this government is against those districts? What is this? See, they want to blame something, they want to do something. This is the lowest in the Indian history, Indian independence history. That is what they are doing. And they don't understand what an all-India budget is. They don't know what is the budget. It is really surprising that Mr. M.K. Stalin, being a chief minister, not understanding a budget and what it is meant for. This is really ridiculous.
Okay, so what also the DMK so far has been maintaining that the flood relief that should have been given to the state hasn't been provided. What all has been done by the centre so far with that regard? Could you explain it to us? All right, we'll try and reconnect with Mr. Tirupati there. That is the latest coming in at this point in time. My colleague Sam continues to be with us on this breaking news that's coming in. M.K. Stalin saying that the BJP is trying to target the opposition, and what was due to opposition ruled states hasn't been given, referring to the announcements that were made in the budget yesterday, giving that priority has been given to Andhra Pradesh and Bihar, while states like Tamil Nadu have been not given their due. All right, let me go back to Sam here with more on that. Well, Sam, that is what the DMK continues to maintain. Also, the question that I was asking to Mr. Tirupati here about the flood relief package also that the DMK has been asking for Tamil Nadu. What has been done by the centre so far? What have been the demands of the DMK government, and what sort of assistance so far has been provided by the centre?
Well, with respect to the flood-ravaged areas, both in Chennai and the southern districts, particularly Tuticorin, they require large-scale funds to, number one, rebuild the lost or devastated infrastructure in terms of roads, bridges, housing in many areas, and also to help people with their lost livelihood. For that, a committee was set up, and they had estimated the losses in terms of loss of livelihood, loss of personal property, loss of infrastructure, highways and bridges and things like that, and damage to several water bodies which got damaged after those severe floods. That worked out to a total of 37,000 crore rupees. The central government had deployed two senior ministers, including Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman and Defence Minister Mr. Rajnath Singh, and then assured that on the basis of their recommendation, the funds would be allotted. But although a 276 crore package was released, the Tamil Nadu government says it's very less, and that's not a special package. That's a sum that state would anyway get under the State Disaster Response Fund. And what they want is a solid fund to help in restoration in these two areas. But so far, the central government has not responded, nor have they given clarification whether the sum demanded by the Tamil Nadu government is on the higher side. It's on this count. The state ruling DMK went to town ahead of the Lok Sabha elections, and now again in the budget, since the allocation has not come through, they are pointing fingers at the ruling, at the BJP at the center, saying that they have deliberately ignored Tamil Nadu for having defeated the BJP in the state in the
All right, Sam, thank you so much for all that information.